Welcome back to a course on mathematics of finance. We are dealing with simple interest ideas. So, in this lecture, also, we are going to continue with the same thing, and hopefully, with this video, we will end the discussion on simple interest. Okay, let us, without any delay, let us get into the problems that we are supposed to do. Okay, in this problem, we are asked to find out the present value of some amount, okay, which is due 3 years from now. So, at the end of 3 years, we are going to receive rupees 595. Okay. So, while trying to take the requirements from this problem, we see that the amount at the end of 3 years would be rupees 595, and the number of years is 3, and the rate of interest is what? 5% per annum. So these are the requirements, these are the necessary data that is given to us, and we are asked to find out the true discount given. So what is a true discount? Till now we have been discussing about the concept of simple interest. All in a sudden we have some concept called a true discount. Is there any connection between this true discount and the simple interest? Yes, of course. um, Whenever we are getting something or we are paying some extra amount in the name of interest, okay, that is what we were calculating till now, right? So this true discount means sometimes we don't need to even pay a certain amount of money. We may ask them to, okay, it's okay, no, it's okay, fine, you just give me a 450 instead of 500. In that case, what are we doing? We are giving him or her a 50 rupees discount. Okay, true discount is something that is the interest. Okay, so here we'll have to calculate the interest. Okay, you are given with the amount, uh, number of years, and rate of interest. So with this, what can you calculate? We know that amount can be written as principal times of 1 plus nr upon 100. This is what we have. So in this problem, we are not given with the principal amount. We are actually asked to find out the present value. Now, what is the amount? That amount we will have to pay as rupees 595 after 3 years. That is given to us. So, first of all, we need to calculate what is P. Once we know the P value, we can easily find out the interest. And that interest would be the true discount value. So, here A value is 595 and P is unknown. 1 plus n is 3 and r is 5 upon 100. So this would be what? P times of 1 plus 15 upon 100. So upon calculation, this would give us 1.15p. Okay, which means P value is 595 upon 1.15. If you make use of calculator to find this, let me do it using the calculator. So just a minute. Yeah, I found. So what am I going to get is so 595 upon 1.15, right? So it is approximately 517.39. Hence the present value is rupees 517.39. Now we'll have to calculate the true discount. True discount means, as I said, it is the interest. Okay, to calculate interest, if we subtract principal from the total amount, we would get it. So 595 minus 517.39. If you want, you may make use of calculator, or else you may do it by your own, and that is going to give you 595 minus 517.39, that gives you 77.61. So that is the true discount given. So 77.61. Okay, so the next problem that we are going to see is this. That is, in this problem we are given that Arun borrowed rupees 500 from Vikram. Okay. So the amount borrowed is what? Rupees 500, right? So the principal is going to be rupees 500. And he is agreed to pay this in four installments, and each installment consisting of rupees 150 at the end of 3 6 9 and 12 months. So we'll have to calculate the rate of simple interest. Here, what are the things that is given to us? We are given with the number of period. So it is 3 months, 6 months, 9 months and 12 months. Okay, let us see what is happening. What is the total amount he is paying? He is paying this 500 as rupees 450 in 4 installments at the end of 3, 6, 9 and 12 months. So in total he is paying 600 rupees. Okay, we don't know what is the rate of interest, but so we'll have that to be R itself, and we will see these things. So we know amount is the principal times of 1 plus NR upon 100, but here N is not fixed one. It is 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. So we'll have to calculate. Okay, here what should be this? Let me write down the steps involved at the end of 3 months. Okay, so let me try to tabulate it. End of month 3. Okay, so for this period the principal amount would be what? 500. So we'll have to calculate interest for this 500 rupees. Okay, next at the end of 6 months, in this period he has paid 150 rupees, so we'll have to subtract that 150 from this, and this would be what? 350. So for this 350 only we'll have to calculate interest for this 3 months period. Okay, when we move to the end of ninth month, then we'll have 350 minus 150, that would be 200. For 200 rupees we'll have to calculate the interest for the next 3 months, and at the end of 12th month, okay, I think I have done something. So actually this must not be the case. This is for first 3 months. Okay, till third month. So this is between 3 to 6, and this is between 6 to 9, and this is between 9 to 12th month. Okay, so the total amount A would be what? It is 500 rupees. For 500 rupees we'll have to calculate R percentage for 3 months. 3 months in the sense it is 3 upon 12 years, right? Then for 350 at R percentage for the next 3 months. Similarly for 200 at R percentage for the next 3 months, and rupees 50 for the next 3 months. So this is how we'll have to carry out the calculation, and this is 600 that we know for sure. Okay, out of this we may take this 3R upon 100 as a common thing, and this would be what? 500 plus 350 plus 200 plus 50. Okay, when you sum this up you are going to get what it is: 400, 600, 1100. So 1100. So if you cancel, you can cancel these two things, and this is about to give you what? R is 600 upon 33, right? So when you calculate the 600 upon 33, and that is going to be our rate of interest. So 600 upon 33, right? So it is 18.18 percentage. So the rate of simple interest charged by Vikram is 18.18 percentage, and this completes this problem. Now let us go to the last problem of simple interest. Here Mir is some person. He lends rupees 1200 to Raman and a certain amount of money to Vishwa at the same time. So Mihir is lending money, and these two are the fellows who are getting the money. Okay, For Raman, the principal is 1200. For Vishwa, we don't know, so let us have this as PV. Okay, just to denote, this is the principal for Vishwa. Okay, at the same time, at 12% is simple interest. So the rate of interest being 12% to both of them, and in 3 years. So the number of years is 3 in both the cases. Mir receives altogether rupees 648 as interest from the two. So it is given that Mihir receives rupees 648 as interest. So if I is the total interest, then this is the total interest, right? So this must be the sum of the interest paid by Raman and interest paid by Vishwa. And using the formula, we may write IR is the principal of Raman, NR upon 100. Since N and R are being same to both of them, so we don't actually need to specify this is for Raman and this is for Vishwa. This is common, right? And for Vishwa, this is PV NR upon 100. Okay, just specify IR denotes the interest paid by Raman, and IV is the interest paid by Vishwa. Okay, so this gives me the total interest is 648 and PR is 1200 times of N is 3 and our rate of interest is 12 upon 100 plus PV times of 3 into 12 upon 100. Okay, so here 100 gets cancelled. This is about to give me 36 upon 100 times of PV. I'm writing this, okay, in the left hand side, and this would be what, 12 times of 3, and that is 432. So this amount is 432, which is equals 648. Therefore 36 upon 100 times of PV is 648 minus 432, and this is about to give me a 216. So if this is 216, then my PV would be 216 times of 100 upon 36. So 216 upon 36. So this quantity is rupees 600. Hence, the sum borrowed by Vishwa is rupees 600. And this completes the problem. Guys, till now we have seen the concepts in simple interest. If you want the problems that I have worked out, you can download the material from the link that is given in the description. Hope you will continue to give me the support. Thank you.